Hi y'all, welcome back. Today is April 1st, 2020. I'm Amy, and this is Floss tube, who knows, 37, 36, maybe 38. The husband will put it here. First thing I wanted to talk about is we're all healthy. We're all staying home. My oldest daughter's still working. Husband's working from home. And it is midnight. So technically it's April 2nd. Because I have to wait until everyone's asleep before recording a video. It has been a month and a half. As you can see, a different view, kind of. It's dark. I'm using my light to record with. Hopefully it's not too bad. I don't know what I've worked on since the last month. So I'll show you what I've worked on recently that I can remember, and we'll keep going from there. I have finishes. I do have one thing I want to discuss before going too far into the video. I think the reason why I'm not recording often is because I am, how do I explain? I'm a little intimidated by my signing. As I've watched my videos back, because I help the husband edit in case there's anything I need to have him put pictures in for, or store names, things like that, I've noticed that my signing to me seems really bad. For someone who should be skilled in signing, I feel like I'm very hesitant with it because I'm not used to signing big words. My mom didn't read English and she had a hard time with big words, so I had to kind of create my own language with her and use very, very short words for her to be able to understand. So I think from this point forward, I may not sign in my videos anymore if my signing is helping one person feel like they're more connected to FlossTube. Please let me know and I will continue. I just want to make sure that I'm not, how do I word it? I want to make sure I'm including the deaf and including the hard of hearing, but I don't feel like I am skilled enough to be the person who includes them. I'm okay with signing if it helps someone to feel included, because I don't want anyone to feel left out. But please understand that it's not ASL. This is my language with my parents that was taught to me by them. And we'll go from there. But for the rest of this video, I will stop signing. Like I said, if there's one person who needs me to keep going, then I will. But I've also noticed when I sign, I kind of go into interpreter mode. So it's very kind of like monotone in my voice and how I'm speaking, and I'm breaking up sentences to make it make more sense in signing for the deaf or hard of hearing than my English is for the hearing, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So, okay, I'm done with signing for now. Again, if someone needs me, I'll continue. Okay, So I got 2 finishes in. 2. Can you believe that? 2. Are you ready? I have them here. They're not ironed. They're not... I just folded them up. I took pictures, put them on Instagram. So if you saw them on Instagram, you've already seen them. But I'm so proud because it's done. Ah, can you believe it? It's done. And I'm so sorry because it is midnight and I have an aught light on and lighting's just going to be crap. Sorry, not sorry. You guys, look at it. I am so super excited. Oh, I'm so glad this one's over. Here's the problem though. I do have to stitch it again for the hubby. Maybe. Because if he forgot to scan in the pattern for me, like he was supposed to, I'm not paying $16 for it again. He's gonna have to find a different pattern because that pattern was awful. You think of a Haid page, okay? The Haid page is usually what, 70 across, 80 down. This one was like, I kid you not. I do have the pattern. Please hold. I'll tell you. And I just did my hair, so y'all better not be seeing any grays, and if you are, shush. So this was, you're not seeing the pattern, okay. 91 rows across by 134 rows down on one A4 sheet. Now an A4 sheet is like 8.5 by 14. Here. It's not your standard 8 by 10. So here's this one, and here's an 8 by 10. Oh wait, oh my gosh, are they the same page? No, they're not. Okay. How do I show this to you without showing it to you? Okay, so if you can see, it's a tad bit shorter over here, but it's longer down here. When I tell you that these boxes are microscopic and a magnifier wouldn't have saved me, I don't want to do this one again. But if he scanned it, I will. Because that one's going to be for him, and if it takes me 20 years to do it, if he can stitch it faster, he can do it himself. He won't. But that's not the point. The point is, I'm not starting anything new until 2021. And that will not be one of them. That is not on the list to start. Oh, you guys, I got Santa House done. I got it done. I'm so excited. So excited. I don't know how close I can get that for you and still see because I have to play Peeping Tom and I'm really bad at this game. Ba, ba, ba. It's amazing. And I'm super excited. And all the back stitching done and the Santa House is done and it's freaking done. So I finished Green Bay Packers on March 29th and turned around and finished Santa's House on 3/31. That's it. I'm done for the year. That's it. You're not going to see any more finishes. I highly doubt we'll see any more finishes this year. Could happen. I have a couple of them that possibly. But let me show you what I am working on right now for Magical Zakia. Listen, Zakia, are you listening? I have not sure I figured it out, but I figured it out for today. So I am doing Magical Stitches stitching for Dino Land. I am doing 4,000 stitches on one full coverage project for Full Coverage Fanatics. And I'm rolling dice and stitching for Semi-Sane Stitchers, the Oh, I should have wrote this down. Stitch and frog. Frog and stitch. It's the snakes and ladder game. I'm doing all three at the exact same time, and I'm kind of sort of not losing my mind yet. It's only day one. We'll see what happens. But I'll show you Serenity and Indy, because I'm working on the third page down, and this is where I'm at. Sorry, it's in the Q-snap. I'm still working on it. I'm not taking this off the Q-snap until I hit 4,000 stitches. That might get me a page finish. I'm super excited. So there's that one. That one I've definitely been working on because I was stitching on it today. And I know a lot of us are righty, tighty, lefty, loosey. Which way are you going? Are you getting looser? Tighter, tighter, looser. Okay. I can never remember which way it goes. Anyways, I know a lot of us are kind of going insane with the whole everybody lock down and stay inside. I think we've come to the point where we've realized who the introverts are and who the extroverts are. I'm officially the only introvert I know. Other than some of my stitchy, crafty peeps, I'm the only introvert in the house. I am perfectly okay with staying inside and not going outside to deal with the crazy hash that's going on out there. Do you know how hard it is to be an introvert when everyone in your house is an extrovert? They all want to talk to me. Every 5 seconds, mom, 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 babe, mom, mom, babe, mom, babe. I'm about to lose my mind. And let me just tell you, we found out on Monday, school's been canceled. It's done for the year. Which is fine. Give me another hat. I can do it. But I've learned something. It's only Wednesday. Technically Thursday, but school hasn't started yet. It's only Wednesday, people. It's only Wednesday. And here's what I've learned. Are you ready? We're 11 minutes in. I have a junior in high school. I have a 6th grader in middle school. And I have a freaking 4th grader in elementary school. And what I've learned over these last 3 days, I am not smarter than a 3rd grader. Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. I totally understand that what I'm doing is nowhere near what other parents have done for homeschooling. Totally get that. I don't know how you do it. My hats are off to the teachers. My hats are off to the parents who homeschool and have the patience to... I don't even know. I'm really glad that I have a hobby that allows me to stab fabric 50,000 times a day. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing it out there. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. The kids are alive. Everyone's healthy. We're good. We're good. I'm focusing on the stitching. And I don't know if you can see... which way do I go, George? That blue cart right there, if I can learn how to point, that guy is my newest hobby. I haven't started yet. We'll discuss that at the end. Okay. What else? Have I worked on these since I've seen you last? Probably. Mother of Dragon, I'm sure got some stitches in there somewhere. Not sure how many. But I trickled on to the fourth page, somewhere in there. I don't know, 4 or 5. I'm not smarter than a 3rd grader, y'all. 3rd or 4th page. I'm somewhere in there. Pattern Keeper. Freaking love it. Love it. Could not survive without it. You know what's really bad about this, though? Is that unless my head is all the way down here, the timer, I can't see it. I need to see it through my dark hair. Hopefully this doesn't cut out. We're only at 13 minutes, so I'm good for a little while. Because I've missed you people, and I've thought about doing the whole, let's chit-chat every day. But I don't want to make a promise I can't keep. I tried doing the whole 2 weeks thing, and I thought that would work because my kids are typically out of school for 2 weeks. And I usually don't record when anyone's home because it's weird. And if you hear my husband snoring in the background, ignore him. He's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. And my chair is loud as all get out. And it's fine. But I missed you people. I just literally sat and watched Vicky, Stitch and Button. From video 1, I am on video 47 right now. I watched them all. Back to back to back to back. Starting from like Friday or Saturday? Somewhere in there. Either way, hanging out with Vicky, I finished off Green Bay. I finished off Santa's house. I'm working on another page finish for Serenity and Indy. Vicky and I have become best of friends, but she doesn't even know it yet because she's my kind of people. And she gets the whole multi-crafting crazy stuff all up in the room. That you don't know where anything is anymore because it's just everywhere. Yep. I get it, Vicky. I get it. She's my people's. I'm pretty sure I've gotten more stitched on Dragonkin, which Alicia just literally texted me about. Love you. Hoping you can see that okay. But I've gotten more done on this one, and I think I'm also doing the same thing where I'm trickling in. I think this is page 7, and I'm kind of trickling in. Am I trickling in? I don't know what I'm doing anymore. It's been a long time. Okay, so I have like 6 stitches onto the next page. It's not really trickling in. This is all one page, I'm assuming. That looks awfully wide for one page though, doesn't it? Who knows? I don't know. That's what I've gotten done. I'm working on it. Slowly but surely, and at this rate, I'll have it done by 2020. That's not true. Not even close. Told the husband, just because I'm locked in the house doesn't mean all the projects are getting done. Because if I manage to finish all of these before the year is over, I'm starting the freaking fairy tale bookshelf. That's happening. That's going to be a thing. Okay. Let's see. I've also been working on... Don't tell me. I know what it's called. Don't tell me. Snow White. Snow White Discovers the Cottage. This is the other one that I'm working on, which is why there's strings and all sorts of stuff. Filling in that tree a little more. I've got to get 300 stitches in on this one. And then because I'm losing my mind, I decided, well, it's full coverage, so let's choose this for one of the parks as well. For 4,000 stitches, so. I'm starting to lose it a little bit, people. I've missed you. I've missed you a lot. And I've been trying to stay away from social media and like the news and Facebook and all the things because all everyone's talking about right now is the virus. And I get it. I get how scary this is. It's scary for all of us, but we are literally all in this together. I have to tell my children that constantly, that, hey, dude, we're all bored out of our minds. Well, except for me, because I'm an introvert and I have all of this. I'm not bored. The word bored has never fallen out of my mouth. Even as a child, I found stuff to do. So, my kids are getting a little stir crazy. I don't know if I worked on Be Mine since we last spoke. Pretty sure I haven't. Don't think so. I got onto the next page with the bat. This trickles over into the last page, not all the way across, but the last page. I feel like my Outlight is doing something really weird with my face. I could be wrong. It's happened before. Feeling a little paler than I normally look, and I feel like every time I turn my head, my face turns pitch white. But it's fine. I haven't worked on that one. Haven't worked on that one. What is this one? What is this one? I don't know. Oh, this is Mythical Medieval Sal, the one I can never remember how to say it. Did I work on this one? I think I did. Yes, I did. I got the wizard in. I got the wizard and part of a bookshelf. Oh. Also, everything's thanks to Magical Stitches, I'm just saying. So I got the wizard in, I got the ground in, the book started. I did his, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Oh, you can see it's okay, quit focusing on my face, but I can't see if you're, oh, nuts. How do you people do this again? Because obviously I don't know what I'm doing. But I use the étoile for the wizard's hat and his clothes. Thought that was super cute. And I feel really bad right now because her name just slipped my mind, but there was somebody who was stitching this. She totally finished it because she kicks butt. And it was when the étoiles first like came out. She started putting the étoile into like every little piece in here. So I think her knight had the étoile. I think the wizard had étoile. I think the king and queen and the princess. I think. Which is probably what I'm going to do because why not? It was a genius idea and I'm totally taking it. That's the secret project. Can't show you that one. I have put in stitches on Bake Everything with Love. This one's coming along. I'm about to stitch on it again because we need the power of 3 for extra credit. I don't think that's a weekly. I think that's a monthly. And we go this way. So you can't really see the white stitches in there because my light's bright as heck. Oh, there we go. Just kidding. So I've gotten some of the outlining of the flowers. This is part of the whisk down here. So coming. It's coming. And I'll get some more love here in a little bit because again I have to do 300 stitches for, pretty sure it's extra credit. No threads, stay where you are. Stay. And because I can't remember, this one is Secret Project. Just looked at that one. I zipped this one up for a reason, but I don't remember why. What is this one? Oh, because this one was Santa's house, but now it is quotes because I had to use one of my bags for my fabric that came in. I only worked on the first one, but I got a lot done in it. A lot done. I can't tell you all my numbers because I don't remember. Sorry. I'm doing my own color conversion on this. It's color and cotton fabric with all color and cotton threads that I've gotten in my monthly sets. Speaking of, remind me, we'll talk about that in a minute. I'm really sorry if my chair is annoying. It's annoying to me too, but I kind of just got used to it because we've WD-40'd it I don't know how many times. My husband says I need a new one because it's gone crooked and cockeyed. Like if you look at my chair, it's literally sitting like this and it's not cute, but it's fine. This one I think I might be able to finish by the end of the year. Maybe. It's on the list. I don't know if it's going to happen. But this is Sing a Sampler by Silver Creek Samplers, because that's an easy name to remember. And again, color and cotton fabric with all color and cotton threads. I took the route that Jan Hicks is taking with rainbow order. So we have the do, re, mi, fa, and sol, la. So I have ti, do to do down here and here. And then all the little images that are in there, which I have not picked out any colors for, but we'll get there when we get there. But I do remember stitching on La. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't remember what the prompt was. I think maybe something with words? Possibly? Or is that what I used quotes for? Who knows? Who knows? Hopefully, now that I'm recording with everyone in the house, I can get over that. I don't know why it gives me such anxiety to do it with people in the house, but it does. Hopefully I can get over that because that's kind of annoying. And it makes me disappear forever. Okay, we're going to talk about this one. I have not worked on it. She's in timeout. I'm really upset with her and we're not talking. We're not speaking. I can't even look at her. But it did come up in the extra credit. Y'all, this is a lot for my brain, and it's past midnight. I don't remember. I think it's extra credit. Something about something being exiled. I have not picked this up since I worked on it when talking to Zakia. Like, it's been that long. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this one over to the Nova fabric that I got from Stitch Me, and I'm just going to start over. Because starting over this year seems to be my theme. I can't start anything, but starting over seems to be the remedy to not starting things. I really didn't want to have to restart her because I got a decent progress. Whoa, stuff is falling everywhere and I don't know what's what. Okay, calm down. Wrong direction, this way. I got quite a bit of her done. I mean, no, it's not as good as Miss Cherry Blossom, but I mean, ugh. Anyways, not the point. Point is, and because I'm frugal and, you know, I will unpick all this and I will save it for something else because I've met me and, well, we talked about Haunted Mansion, so, you know, it'll happen. The only thing that concerns me though is that it was a kit, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna run out of floss, which is a little worrisome, but that's for future me to worry about. I'm not gonna freak out about it right now because I don't need to. Okay, this fluffy one right here is what's causing all the issues. Okay, let's see. What is this one? This one is what we just talked about. Just kidding. I still haven't started this one. Whoa, bad glare. This one was gifted to me by Kelly X Stitch, thanks to Candace, who gave her the idea that I would appreciate this one. Hence the Blame Slow Blubber Stitches. And this one is Jewels of the Orient. This person did not get very far on this. And this also is a kit. But it didn't come kitted like the other one did. This person took the floss and kind of did their own rendition of a thread keep for it. So, but this person didn't get very far. And you know, with kits, you have to kind of reserve your floss. So there's that. But I just want to show you the back. And again, I'm totally not back shaming, but the back is very, very, very bulky. So I don't know if maybe, I don't know. My backs look like that when I do full coverage. I mean, that's just, but there's a lot of like knots and, can you see that? Maybe if I hold it away from the light. There's a lot of knots and stuff, and like things are really loose back here. So I don't know. I doubt I can salvage this, is what I'm trying to say. So I think, boy, that makes me very nervous. I don't know about whole color conversion with these things. I'll try to look up to see if there's a way to get a DMC conversion, because having DMC would make me feel a lot better. I'm pretty sure there is. It's Dimensions, the gold collection. But I've been kind of intimidated to start that one because of that. So I have some really beautiful fabric that I could use for it. Between Be Stitch Me and Color and Cotton Fabrics, I'm sure I can make something work. But I don't know. I've been hanging off on that one because of that. That back makes me a little nervous because I don't know how much floss not got wasted, but got wasted. Does that make sense? I'm not trying to be rude. I'm still new to this game too. You guys have to remember that. January marked 2 years for me, so. Okay, moving on. Let's just keep going. Magnificent Wizard, which I saw Vicky has too. And because she's a genius, she grabbed a fabric so she doesn't have to do the background, unlike certain people like me who have to stitch on black because I didn't know any better, but that's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. And, oh snap. Which way do you go? This way. Jesus. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll get back in the habit of. Ooh, that looks really good with that lighting. All those pretty colors. So I did from like here down over the last month and a half. I tried to fit it in everywhere I could. We had to do something with, I had to take a picture of it because there was a wizard, because there was Fantasia. You had to find something in the movie that you could match a whip to, and there was a wizard, the bright blue hat. Wizard. He's purple. It's fine. Wizard is wizard. I love how that blue is coming out. Is that really what you look like? No, it's not. That looks very bright in the camera. It's not that bright in real life. It's more of like a sky blue. Weird how that works. Anyways, making progress. This is my oldest whip. I would say officially, but it's always been my oldest whip. And that's fine too. It'll get done when it gets done. I'm pretty sure we talked about the fact that, yes, we did, because I remember someone making a comment saying that I was very patient for plucking the other fabric. I haven't done it yet. We haven't gotten there. I'm not to that point. Although, another week with these kids, I might be. Anyways, got more of the moon done. That's almost finished. You can start to see where the little whoop, bat shapes are coming in. So, trying to fit all the prompts, all the things. Discussed that one already. And Crazy Cat Chloe, oh my cheese and crackers, this one just makes me want to rip my hair out, but it's already fallen out enough on its own, it don't need any help. Anyways, I tried the parking method on this one, if you remember. It did not go so well. I've since then been using Pattern Keeper. I do not like my back on this one. We just talked about the fact that I wasn't going to back shame anybody because my backs look like crap too. This one is pretty bad. But you can see the little cat on the purse starting to come in. I filled in a lot of her chest area, a little bit of her shirt, because that got used a lot in magical stitches as well, because you had to stitch on red, and then, who knows, there's 1,001 prompts. But I'll show you the back on this one. But it's DMC, and I know it's DMC, so I'm not too worried about it. But look at that. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's fine. It's a Hade, but it's still, whatever. It's fine by me. Oh, this way. Stitches inward, stitches inward. I know there's no rules to cross stitch, but there are a couple tips to follow. Put your stitches inward. That is one of them. Okay. And then, are we ready for the last final one? Because let me tell you, I about cried. She's turning out so good though. And I'm so super proud of myself because I think she looks awesome. And everything was going, oh, there's still more to go. Please hold. Everything was going great. And fine, look, you can see the little flowers in her bow. But y'all, I was talking. I wasn't stitching. I was not stitching when I was talking. So this was a complete distraction all by myself because I'm me. Can you see this whole section right here? Do you see those empty spots right there? Did you just make 2 and 2 equal 4? All of this. Yep, all of it. The whole thing. Missed by 1. I know. But it's fine. I've decided to move on to the next section and just finish all of that and see if possibly I can fudge it. If I can't fudge it, I will pick it. I don't want to though. So pretty. Look at those freaking colors. That opal's really shining through. Iridescent? Iridescent opal? Is there a specific name for that? I don't remember now. But yes, there it is. That's that. That's all of my whips. That's literally, you've seen most of them. I think I just showed you all of them. Especially the 2 that I finished. I think I showed you all of them, but like 2. It was kind of like a mini whip parade. Are we getting ready to start? Where's the clock? I have to put it in my hair. There's the clock. Okay, I have a few more minutes to keep talking, and then I'm going to shut it down, and I'll be right back, because we have a lot of shit to go over. Stuff. It's stuff. We have a lot of stuff to go over. Did a little retail therapy, as Zakia likes to call it. And I got all my beads that I needed from, where did I go? Stony Creek. StonyCreek.com. And I'll tell you why in just a split second. So I got all my beads. I got my, is my Krynic not in there? Where did the Krynic go? Let's not lose that because that would be a bad idea. Krynic, pink and purple. I've never worked with this. Zakia told me keep it short. That's, okay, listen, Linda. There we go. Keep it short. So that's what I'm gonna do. I usually do an arm length when I'm stitching, because you know, are you supposed to fold these over, or is this, do you guys remember my what the bleep section? Because I don't know what I'm doing. Let's do one of those segments again. What the bleep? Do I treat this like DMC, take out a length, fold it in half, and do a loop start? Or is this a Bargello tuck method because you only use one strand? I'm trying to see how thin it is. It looks like it would be, I don't know. I'm guessing it's one strand, Bargello tuck, and then go. If I'm wrong, let me know. And I don't know why my hair is curling in my face and into my eyeball. Dude, stop it. Yeah, I'm not sure. So they're very fine braid, number 4s. I'm sure a gazillion of you know how to use these. If not, I'll ask Zakia or Michelle. Somebody knows. Somebody can help a girl out. Let me throw these back in here so I don't have a panic attack like I just did, because that was horrible. Okay, the reason I went to Stony Creek is because the hubby told me that I could get my fabric for Fairy Tale once upon a time Fairy Tale bookshelf. One of these days I'm going to word that correctly and we're all going to fall out of our chair. One day. Not today. Tomorrow doesn't look good either. Okay, let me scoot this out of the way. Stay there. And I'm using my little Target bag. I grabbed a full yard of 25 count white Lugana. Holy crap, that blows it out with the odd light. You stop getting crazy with stuff. Okay, I don't know how to make stuff stop glowing. One full yard, 25 count, white Lugana. Yeah, easy count. And that's what my bookshelf is going to go on. I'm going to do it 1/1. Kind of like I'm doing Technology Dragon. Not Technology Dragon. Technology Meltdown. So I have my fabric now. And I was gifted the pattern because Anya, that's my niece's name, cousin's name, cousin, niece, cousin. Anna gifted me the pattern, and I do have a small cone of DMC, and everyone's starting all the starts because of the coronavirus, and I want to start too. I'm not going to. No. I'm staying strong, people, for now. Okay, I'm gonna pause and I'll be right back. Okay, part 2. Hopefully the husband has sliced these together and everything's good. So I know I said stuff half an hour ago that I said I wanted to talk about, and I said we would talk about it at the end, but now I can't remember what that was because I don't write notes. Because the biggest lie I tell myself is I don't need to write that down. You would think that I would have learned from watching Vicky's notes that she writes things down as she mentions them, so that way she doesn't forget, but I forgot everything. Okay, so color and cotton. If you are not into the life stuff or whatever else I'm getting into, all the stitching is done from the first section, and the rest of it's going to be just rambling because I haven't talked to y'all in forever, and I just need to ramble. So, color and cotton. I was doing the color and cotton monthly subscription, and I've decided I want to try something new. So a lot of people use Victorian Motto, and I am too. This is my first month subscribing with her, and I'm super excited. Paid my invoice today, and paid my invoice for Be Stitch Me fabric, so I'm doing new fabrics this year. I'm going to do new floss this year, and all the fun stuff. So there's that, and let me just show you. My nails are not on par because I've had them on for almost 2 weeks. But Linda, focus. There we go. I decided to wear these, and these are called, yep, I already forgot. Because it's been a week. Focus, Linda. Squeeze the Day. Yes. Squeeze the Day. And they were from last summer's set. Stop making everything so blinding light. And I thought, am I ever really going to wear lemons on my fingers? Lemons. First off, I don't do lemons. There's a whole story behind that, which I guess I can get into because we're chit-chatting anyway. So, when I was little, have I told this story before? I may have. When I was little, my stepsister came out to visit us one summer. And I know I'm not supposed to be touching my face. I swear, I just cleaned my hands. I just got out of the shower. Everything's clean. I'm fine. Everything's fine. That's going to be the name of this video. Everything's fine. I should write that down so I don't forget. Did you notice what just not happened? I didn't write it down. We'll see what happens. Anyways, so my sister came out for a visit. My mother decided to get a hair up her tuchus because she can't cook and she can't bake. So I don't know what made her think she could make a lemon meringue pie. I was 3. She bought like a 5-pound bag of lemons and she forgot something that she needed for the crust. It was lunchtime. My sister and I were hungry. She was 8. I was 3. We got left in the house all by ourselves. Long story long, Mom went to the store and Christy and I decided to eat 5 pounds of lemons. We were so sick that the smell of lemons makes me want to gag. Even today, 30 years later. I can't. We buy the Clorox wipes in the pack, you know, like the 6-pack or whatever you get from Costco, and 2 of them are lemons. And I'm like, I can't. I legit can't. So those go in my kitchen, and when the kids wipe down the counters or whatever, they can use the lemon ones, but you can't have my orange ones, and you can't have the blue ones, whatever smell that is, because those are mine. So, again, back to the, am I ever going to wear lemons on my fingers? Like, really? And then I thought, you know what? They're pretty much, we just released our spring and summer launch for Color Street. And I thought they're going to go bad eventually. I mean, it's real nail polish on a strip. They have about a year's life, shelf life. So, when life gives you lemons, freaking wear them. Yep, so that's what I did. I wore my lemons because when life gives you lemons, wear them with style. So I am going to take these off tomorrow and I am going to put these ones on. And these were the March charity, and it's for, see, I should have wrote it down. It's for developmental disabilities, I believe, if I remember correctly. It's called Unstoppable. They're still available if anyone's interested. And I just love the colors. I think they're super cute, super fun. I love the fact that it's like banners. Love that. So that's what I'm going to be putting on tomorrow. I'll, of course, always link down below my link in case you're interested in checking out the new launch. If you're not part of my VIP group, that's like the best place to go if you want to see what's new, what's coming up. We also launched our Easter sets, and for all my Gidge people, I got you covered. So, I have my order. That's the cart. Don't do it. Okay, so there's like a small box, right? Not this thing, but this thing. I don't know if you can see that little box poking out. I order my Gidge box stuff like almost a month in advance, 2 weeks in advance. And so there's some cute new styles in there because I tried to order for some people who aren't into Easter or the pastel colors. I tried to look into the new stuff that just got launched and ordered a couple of those, which are super cute. So that's Color Street. I'm also thinking, stick with me, people. I'm also thinking that I need to do a nail bar party. I've never announced one on here before, but I'm thinking of doing a nail bar party. What do you guys think? And I think if I can earn enough in that nail bar party, because when you do nail bar parties, you have the ability to win 50% off. You get, you know, like kind of like free sets, and you get discounts on your personal order, and you make 10%, 15%, 10% off your party order unless you reach a certain dollar amount. So I'm thinking of doing a nail bar party. So if anyone's interested, let me know. It would just be me going live and kind of hanging out with you guys for a little bit on Facebook. I would probably do it on Facebook. And I would just go live in my VIP group. So if you're not a VIP, maybe I won't do a VIP. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this. Maybe I'll go live here. And then if anybody wants to order anything, I'll leave the link down below, as I always do. But I can kind of go into depth of, I really can't because I don't have the new catalogs yet. This is something for me to ponder. Because usually what we do is Facebook parties, we go through and we put in all the images of the different ones that we have available, and then you guys as customers just come in and type in which ones you want just by saying me please, and then I would go through and put in the order for you to make it super simple. So, also for those who don't know, as of right now, Color Street is US based only. It's a USA company only. We were in the works of getting in with Canada. Now this has been in the works for about a year and a half. And it was supposed to be happening this year. But with everything that's going on, I don't know if that's considered a setback. I don't know if that would stop us from being able to go to Canada. So if we go to Canada though, let me just tell you, there are a few people that I already have in mind that I'm shipping samples off to. Caroline is one of them because I love Caroline to pieces, and I think they would just be super easy for her to use because I know she likes to paint her nails every once in a while, and I just think they'd be super easy for her to use, and she doesn't have to take any time out from her sewing business to make her nails look pretty and cute. So what else is going on in my life? I'm going crazy. We've mentioned that. I switched out Color and Cotton for Victorian Motto. I already forgot the name because, you know, it's 1 o'clock in the morning-ish. I'm not supposed to be touching my face, but I can't help it. Health-wise, I'm doing okay. My last A1C number was 6.4, which is amazing. I think he was even a little shocked by that because keep in mind I started at 7.8, I think, and in 3 months I dropped it down to 6.4. So super awesome. I'm still taking my medication every day, twice a day like I'm supposed to. I'm still checking my sugar 3 times a day. It went from 2 to 3 because for some reason, so like when Jason works from home, which he does all the time now, typically he makes breakfast because he's the cook. I'm not. I would just eat a microwave oatmeal if it were just me here at home. But when he's home, he does, you know, the sausage, eggs, and we have oatmeal. And so I noticed that we would have breakfast at about like 9 o'clock, and by like 11 o'clock, I was so tired that I literally could not keep my eyes open. And I would fall asleep, and it could be anywhere from 15 minutes to the next 3 hours, and I didn't know what was going on. So I talked to him about that, and he thought maybe it was because my sugar was spiking too high, and so it was causing me to be groggy. So he wants me to check my blood sugar after every breakfast meal that I eat to find out why I'm exhausted. The problem is, though, I'm not really getting any answers because my sugar levels are not high. They're within range. So I don't know what the deal is. Since the kids have been home, I've noticed that has kind of dwindled off, and I think it's more because I know I can't take a nap because I'm answering questions and I'm helping my kids read things and answer questions as needed and things like that. So I literally can't fall asleep. But when they're out of school, which is roughly about 1:30 to 2 o'clock, depending on what they had to do per class, I zonk. I'm out. I don't know if that has part to do with my anxiety as well. I'm not getting the quiet time that I used to get that I took for granted because I didn't know that I actually needed it until I didn't have it anymore. So the kids not being gone for 6 hours a day was really my quiet time. And that's gone now. So yeah, my anxiety is a little bit higher. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't freak out. Everything's good. I promise. But I am noticing that my body kind of crashes once the kids are done with school, and I'll tell the hubby, hey, do you have any meetings between now and 5 o'clock? And if he says no, then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go lay down for a little bit. What else? I had a whole rabbit hole to go through after talking about that hole, but now I forgot what it was, because that's what happens. I have a dentist appointment tomorrow. Yuck. Because before all this went down, like lockdown and don't leave your house unless you absolutely have to, I had dental work done, and I had 7 teeth fixed and cleaned up, thank goodness. And so I have 2 crowns that need to be put on, something like that. So I have to go do that tomorrow. Other than that, I'm not leaving my house. If I don't have to leave, I'm not leaving. The kid still works, the teenager, she works at a fast food restaurant, so she's still essential, I guess. So she's been working shifts here and there, and we've, you know, the hubby, unless he's in a meeting or has to stay longer because he's working on a bid or whatever for his job, typically he will take her to and from work, which has been kind of nice. So I've been getting a lot of stitching in. My quiet time is right now. And I can't stay up too late because I have to get up for the kids, which has been kind of nice. That has been a bonus with the whole homeschooling situation, is that I don't make them start at 8 o'clock. I don't get them up at 7 a.m. and breakfast, brush teeth, get dressed, all that stuff. They get up at 8 now, which is an hour difference, and they still do the same thing. I'm still making them eat breakfast, I'm still making them brush their teeth, and I'm still making them get dressed and act like it's a regular school day. And then by 9 a.m., I tell them, hey, bell's rung, let's get started. So we do, typically I'll have them do whatever they would have done in school. So math, English, history, whatever it was their first subject, they do that first subject first, and then I give them a 15-minute break because they have recess still. So I give them 15 minutes to go take a break, go to do whatever you want, go play in your room, do a puzzle, read a book, watch TV if you want to, play on your tablet, whatever it is that they want to do. They have 15 minutes to do it. And then 15 minutes goes off, and I tell them, hey, come back, and they do their second class. And then after that, by that time, it's usually about 11:15, which is when they would typically have lunch at school. So they go downstairs, and I give them an hour. I think they get like 20 minutes to eat and like 20 minutes to go outside and play at school, so we've been doing an hour. It's been working for us. So they go downstairs, they make their lunch, because at school their lunches would have already been made. So they make their lunch, and then they get to sit and chit chat with each other and hang out for a little bit, and it helps that my high schooler is also here, so all 3 of them kind of go to the lunchroom together, and then they get to kind of have like 20-30 minutes to just kind of veg out for a minute before trying to get back into class and cram some stuff into their head that they have no idea what they're learning because they haven't learned all this stuff yet. And it's been a process. There's been a lot of things where, like, Scarlett's gotten frustrated because she tried to save a document and it keeps giving her, like, insert information here or whatever it is, because it's not saving her information that she did on Monday and Tuesday. So she feels like she has to keep typing everything in, but she can't remember what she typed in from Monday. So that's a me problem. So we've been able to email the teachers and kind of try to get feedback from them. So it's a learning process for all of us, including the teachers, because they've never done this before. The high school has. So Brianna's pretty much got it down. Like, she knows exactly what she's doing. If she has any problems, she knows exactly who she can go to. It's not an issue. Jonah and Scarlett, however, we've never done this before. So we've, you know, in the beginning we had to ask Brianna a couple questions, like, how do you submit a document? How do you turn in homework? How do you turn in assignments, yada, yada, yada. And so, you know, the kids are getting kind of frustrated, and I keep telling them, like I said from the beginning, we're all in this together. Like, we're all going to get frustrated, but we're all in this together. We're all learning it together. So everybody just breathe for a moment. Everything's fine. That's going to be my new key phrase, is that everything's fine. And we'll just get through it because we have to. So I was working on crocheted roses, and I have a piece of hair that keeps tickling the tip of my nose. I'm sorry. I was working on crocheted roses for the Mother Son Dance. Obviously, that's been canceled, so I put a stop to those. And then I was working on the teacher appreciation wreaths, because I do those every year, and I'm supposed to do 7 of them. And obviously, that's also been canceled. I'm not going to stop doing them. I still want to do them and finish them, so that way on the first day back, my kids can hand them off to their teachers. Still need to finish off tissue boxes. You know, as I keep talking to you, I start to realize that there's more and more stuff that I need to get done. But that's okay. The cart behind me, that's behind the chair, the one that I showed you because I don't want to make this one angry, but the other one is a new resin cart. I'm so excited. I haven't started anything yet. We went through and we ordered a few things, a couple different molds, couple of different UV resins that I can use. I got a UV light. I got the whole kit and caboodle because when I dive into something, I forget that I could dip my toe into it and I just dive in head first. I would be that kid who would jump into a lake and not realize that it's frozen and break my butt bone. That's me. So, got all the stuff that I need to get started. I realized that I had some scrapbooking stuff that I could use also as pigment for my resining. So I have plans, lots and lots of plans. Now it's just a matter of time. I can't even say that I need to find time to do it all, but I need to find motivation to get started, because to start something that you could screw up is a little intimidating. Why is my computer blinking at me? Vicky's angry because I put her on pause. I'm just saying. Okay, Vicky, don't get mad. I have a few more of her videos left. I don't know why it's blinking at me. It's never done this before. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. Okay, Vicky, chill. So, anyways, Scarlett has really sensitive ears, and this is just going to be a whole bunch of rabbit holes that run into rabbit holes because that's what we do. So, Scarlett has really sensitive ears, and there's only one pair of earrings that I've been able to find for her that works for her ears that she doesn't seem to have an allergic reaction to. But they're silver hoops. They're plain, and yeah, they keep her ears open, but she's kind of bored with them because she's worn them for the last, 4 or 5 years, and once they rust out, we go and buy new ones, and then we give them back, and then she can have her hoops. So I decided to go onto Amazon and see if I could find titanium earring posts. Earring posts? I'm not quite sure how to word that. Because what I've been told is that titanium is like the best of the best when it comes to hypoallergenic stuff. So those should be in sometime this week. And I'm going to make her wear the posts naked. So there's nothing on them. I'm just going to have her wear the posts around for a couple of days and see if they irritate her. Hopefully they don't. Because if they don't, she can help me decide what her earrings are going to look like. Because I have all sorts of different molds that I can turn into earrings. And I think that her being able to kind of design her own that nobody else will ever have because they're one of a kind, I think it would kind of be fun for her. So that's in the works. There's so many things that I can do with it. So originally the reason why I wanted to do the resin was because beads, scissor fobs. I love beads for scissor fobs, and a lot of times I'll get a thought in my mind of I'm looking for this specific bead and I either can't find it or it's way out of my price range. I can make my own now. I can make my own unique beads that nobody else will ever have because I made them. So I plan on making beads and things like that, charms. My hair, okay, do you see this? How this like loops? Why? My hair is straight as a doorknob. Doorknob? No, my hair is as straight as a door, except for this little piece right here that wants to loop and keep hitting me in the eyeball. Anyways, I don't get it either. It's fine. But I had plans of using them for my scissor fobs, and before all of this craziness happened, the husband and I were talking about what can I do. I want to sell scissor fobs, but the whole custom order thing didn't really work for me. One, because once I got told, hey, I want this, it was kind of like, do I really want to work on that right now? I have no motivation to work on that right now. And a lot of it was I would make them and then I would send pictures to the person and then I wouldn't get a response. Or I would get, oh, never mind. And so now I've made it, but I don't have anyone to sell it to. So I think what I'm going to do is just make scissor fobs, and I'll put them up on Instagram once I have a few of them created, and it's going to be kind of a first come first serve. I can tell you that no two scissor fobs will ever be the same, because if you followed me for even a minute, you'll know that I can't remember what I did 5 seconds ago, much less what I did on a scissor fob. So I can make them similar, but never identical, which I think kind of brings uniqueness to them. But again, before all this crazy like happened, the hubby and I were talking about possibly doing a Patreon. I plan on also possibly, if I can figure it out, make needle minders with the resin. I was planning on doing, what are those called? Not needle minders. Stitch markers. There's the word I was looking for. Stitch markers. And I was also planning, again, scissor fobs, needle minders, stitch markers, and earrings. Yeah, that was it. So the 4 different things that I can use resin for. So that was my game plan. So my game plan was to do a Patreon. Again, this was before all the crazy happened. I was going to talk about possibly doing a Patreon and seeing what you guys think. Like maybe just, hanging out with you guys live, and my computer is flashing things at me again. I'm going to ignore you because I don't do technology. Just having you guys hang out with me, for an hour or two throughout the week as I'm working on resin pieces to show you guys what I'm doing, what am I working on, whatever. We weren't quite sure how I wanted to work that, because I never want this to feel like a job. I don't want to feel like this is a corporate Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. I don't want that. I did that and I understand that I'm young, but I did that since I was 15. And I've been out of it for 7 years. I've kind of liked not having someone tell me what time I have to be somewhere and what time I have to do it and how long I have to do it for. So, we were talking back and forth about that, and then all the crazy hit, and then I didn't feel right about possibly doing a Patreon because I know people have to, I guess, pay in order to watch those videos, and we weren't sure what tiers we were going to make and all sorts of stuff. Like, there's a lot of stuff that goes involved into a Patreon. So we thought about it, and I'm still considering it, but I think possibly I'm going to wait until things kind of calm down and people thankfully can get their jobs back and get back on track with life, before I start jumping into that sort of stuff. What else is going on in life? I'm saying a lot because my brain is thinking and my mouth is moving, but I'm not sure the two are connecting. So, is there anything else? I talked about the resin, which I'm super excited about. I'm waiting for those posts to come in, and then, like I said, I'm going to make her wear the post naked for a couple of days, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, she doesn't have any reactions. That would be fantastic. And then we can start making her some earrings, which I think will be super cool and super fun. I think that's it. Victorian motto. These Stitch Me fabrics. 2 finishes. All the stitching. Kids are still alive. I'm going insane. Yep, sounds about right. I think that's it. So, I was looking at my Color Street nails because I had to think, did I show you guys those? I did. I already did. This is why notes would be helpful. I just don't know how to do them. Because I've done that before, where I've written all the notes out, and then I'll start off with like 1, 2, and then I just kind of deviate from there, and I forget what I'm doing. So, yeah. There's that. All right. It is now, 1:45 in the morning. Bell rings at 9, and I have a dentist appointment at 11:30, which hopefully will be a quick in and out because the dentist itself gives me anxiety. Luckily for me, I really love my dentist, and he's freaking amazing, and I just love him to pieces. So yeah, that'll be it. From here, it'll be maintenance on. Thank goodness. I don't want to tell you when I'll be back, because I've been telling you the last couple of videos that I'll be back in a week, I'll be back in 2 weeks, and then here we are a month later. So I was thinking of going live because I love how Stephanie is doing the live videos on Instagram from Just Keep Stitching. She's doing the live videos, and I really like that. So I was thinking of maybe doing a live sometime this week. Maybe maybe? Depends on when this video goes up. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Y'all can tell me. Do a live? Don't do a live? What do I do? I don't know when the husband will... I swear I just saw my cat. Anyways, she's getting a little... I think she's getting a little anxious because everyone's not leaving like they're supposed to. So I get attacked randomly out of nowhere. She'll like grab my arm and give me love bites on the back, and it doesn't feel very lovely. And I don't know where she is. So, anyways, Zakiya has seen it happen. She knows. I have witnesses. But I was thinking about doing a live on YouTube just so I can hang out with my peeps and have like conversation with people who understand my obsession with cross stitch and with other stitchy stuff and all the other stuffs, because I do a gazillion things. As you can see, my room is a hot mess because I still don't know where to put everything. We rearranged all the furniture, which is fantastic, but there's a lot of crap on the floor and I don't know what to do with it all. All right, so here's another almost half an hour because I missed you all. Holy cow, this video is going to be an hour long. Eesh. If any of y'all hung out this long, more power to you. I love you. I love you to pieces. And on that note, I'm going to bid you adieu. Say goodbye. Stay random and don't get your projects. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.